If you're in a relationship with a guy and you're not very sure if he loves you or not, or let me say you guys are at the talking stage or dating stage and you're having a lot of doubts and confusion whether this guy truly likes you or not, then this video is for you. Make sure you stay tuned and watch till the end. A group of very handsome men came out to expose all the telltale signs a guy truly likes you in a relationship, talking stage, or dating stage. And there are some very juicy secrets to expose. So if you're a girl watching this video, get a cup of coffee, get a glass of wine, and let us sip into this tea together. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'm dying to see them, and I'm going to see you guys at the end.
I saw this post that said women are like, it's not until a woman realizes that a man will communicate with the woman that he likes.
Yeah, a man
and
will
it's like
communicate. A man will communicate.
It's not that men have issues communicating.
A man would
it's
do
that
any and everything y'all say men don't do with the woman he likes.
Yeah, you know how many men?
Did you hear what he just
Yes.
No, a man will do everything that y'all say men don't do and men ain't capable of, and ain't no more men like this. He would do all that without having to be prompted.
Yeah.
And he would do it with joy and glee for the woman he actually liked.
Baby girl, you're going to have to put your pride aside and realize that man just don't like you. You know that movie or that book that said he's just not that into you. And it is a tough pill to freaking swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially when you put years of investment into a person and you see them outside of the relationship that you were in with them, and now they're with somebody, and all of the things that you were asking for and then some, they were able to be that man. That is exactly what's going to happen with my ex. I know that as a woman, that obviously I'm not perfect. Damn near close. But obviously I'm not perfect. But there are things that I taught that man that he will take into the next relationship and he will be a better man for. And on top of that, additionally, he will be with somebody that is more compatible with him. And that man will be the best man that, I mean, it's an age-old adage. And let me tell you something. Get out your pride, okay? Because a lot of y'all, you get frustrated and you're just like, I just don't understand. There's nothing to understand, baby. He just didn't like you that much. And that's okay. That man, it came straight from the horse's mouth. He told you straight to your face. For the right woman, I'm going to do everything she asks me and then some. I'm going to trip over my feet to do right by that woman because I value that and I value her. So stop trying to figure it out. Just stop it. Stop trying. Well, what did I do? Baby, you just weren't the one. Or maybe you were the one for the time being, because guess what? Sometimes people get in relationships and guess what? Those relationships are not intended to last forever. And that's okay too. Stop trying to make something work that ain't working. Stop trying to put the square peg into a circular hole, babes. It's not going to work. This is what I've been talking about when I get on these videos and I'm talking about compatibility in relationships and how important it is. It took me being in a marriage for 15 years with somebody to realize how important compatibility is. You cannot make something or someone be something that it is not. Do yourself a favor and please realize it might not be you, babes. You just might not be who he wants. And sometimes you don't realize it until it's too late. And that's okay too. Because guess what? Everybody in the situation can move the hell on and get what they actually want.
When a man truly wants you, you don't have to guess where his heart is. He's going to show you. There's no confusion with a man that actually wants you. A decisive man will make it known why he is in your life, what his intentions and his goals are, and how he plans to get you and him there. If he is devoid of that, I don't give a fuck if he wants you. Everybody wants you for something. But if he wants you for a wife, he move different. It ain't no games when you're dealing with an intentional man. It ain't no wasting time when you're dealing with an intentional man. When a man wants something, he goes to get it. That man is moving like a man that don't want to lose you. So he ain't doing stupid shit like being in other girls' DMs. He's concerned more about your heart than your box. That man is going to put a ring on your finger before he put a baby in your belly. That man moves different. An intentional man that's ready for marriage just move different. If this man is moving like every other man you have met in your life, he probably ain't the right person for you.
When we want to see you, we will. So if a man ain't breaking his neck to come see you, he's not that into you. There's no such thing as being that busy. A man will pop up at your house unannounced because he want to see you. That's how simple we are. If a man want to be with you, he will. Everything else is a lie. Well, right now I got a lot on my plate. Right now, no, he just don't want to be with you. So when things become complex with his excuse, ladies, he's lying. It's a fucking lie.
When a man really loves you, you won't have to ask. Let me repeat this for a second. When a man really loves you, when a man really is into you, you will never have to ask. You will never have to ask for date nights. You will never have to ask for gifts for no reason. You will never have to ask for time. You will never have to ask for affection. You will never have to ask for communication, patience. You will never have to ask to be desired. You will never have to ask for reassurance, because when a man loves you, it is never an inconvenience. When you are dealing with a real man, it is his pleasure to give you money. It is his pleasure to open you up to new experiences. It is his pleasure to make you come. It is his pleasure to provide for you. It is his pleasure to protect you. It is his pleasure to do whatever it takes to keep you satisfied and feeling loved and feeling appreciated. And it is his pleasure to consider the way that he makes you feel. If you got one of these, don't take it for granted, because I am telling you, they are far and few. And if you got a man right now that does this, you need to send it to him, because it should be your pleasure to be his woman.
A man wants you. There ain't nothing you can do to keep him away. There's nothing you can do to keep him away. There's nothing. I don't care what you say to him. He coming. I don't care what you do. I don't care what. Now, I'm not saying things can't come up, because they can. But I gotta tell you this part about us as men. When we want you, nothing, ain't nothing nobody can say to us.
Ladies, if you gotta ask to be a priority in that man's life, you with the wrong man. Because the thing about a man, like, when we really like you, we will carve out a space for you in our life if we feel like you are important, because we don't want to lose you. That man is going to make sure that I'm taking you on dates. That man is going to make sure to pay attention to what it is that you value and, you know, find ways to implement that, whether it be cards or gifts or notes or just intimate things, just to make sure that you feel valued, regardless of what it is that he got going. He could be one of the busiest dudes in the world, but you will be a priority. There will be no confusion. There will be no mistaking it. That man really values me. That will be the feeling. But if you run around a situation like not sure, or I think he does, he shows me sometimes, but like, once those thoughts come in, the writing is on the wall. That lets you know that that man does not prioritize you like that, and you need to go find a man who does.
I don't know who need to hear this, ladies, but the man establishes the relationship. He sets the tone. His energy will let you know which direction you should go with your feelings. He tells you and shows you with his actions that y'all are in a committed relationship. He tells you and shows you with his actions and his pure intentions that he is trying to establish something with you and only you. He will lead. He will show you. He will tell you. His actions will let you know. You can't establish a relationship with a man. The man will establish a relationship with you, just so you know. So don't claim somebody who ain't claiming you. Don't say that's your boo when you ain't his boo. Don't talk about that's your fiance and you ain't never got a ring, Beyonce.
See, when a man want you, he'll show you that he want you. You don't have to guess, especially if he lives with you. He coming home every night. He's sexing you. He's giving you the emotional attention that you need. He put you first before his friends, his family, his relatives, even his career half the time. Your wants become his goals. He don't have secrets from you. He tells you his plays. He tells you his goals. He tells you some of the things that he wants to accomplish. He let you know that you are a part of his team. team. That is a man that let you know he want you in his life.
The one thing that I need women to understand about men is men have virtually no standards and can set no boundaries with women that they think are very attractive. It is absolutely absurd how low men's standards are when they meet a woman who's really hot. And all of us guys fall victim to this, but I need you to understand something as a woman if you're watching this. If you can't get this guy to text you back or commit to a date, he does not want to date you.
Ladies, let me tell you something. When a man really loves you, he'll do whatever it takes to keep the woman that he loves. And let me keep it all the way 1,000. Like, a lot of you girls are dealing with guys who don't really love you, because when us men really love a girl, we ain't finna do stupid shit that's gonna make us lose that girl. We gonna do whatever it takes to make sure we don't lose her, because that's how valuable a woman is to a man, especially a woman that he loves, right? She's that valuable that I'm willing to make sacrifices in my life because that's how much value this woman brings to my life. And that's something a lot of you are going to understand, because maybe you guys have, boyfriends that are alcoholics, drug addicts, gang members, robbers, drug dealers, whatever. And you know that the stuff they're doing is affecting you, your lives, and your relationship. If that man really loves you, he's going to make the sacrifice to keep you.
A man that really loves you won't have you out here looking stupid in the streets. He won't be embarrassing you. He won't have a woman coming to you, woman to woman. A man that really values you will consider you in his movements. Ain't no goddamn way a man loves you and he got you out here looking like Boo-Boo the Fool. Looking like you ain't got no self-esteem because you keep taking him back. Listen, if he got a nerve to embarrass you in public, he don't with you like that. You deserve a man that cares at least enough about you to know that even when you're not around, he represents you. That his actions is a direct reflection of how he feels about you. A man that's moving in these streets without considering the moves he makes and how it's gonna apply to you don't with you for real. He got your friends and your family telling you deserve better. At the very least, a man that loves you won't have you out here looking stupid in the streets.
I don't care what you say. If a man is not doing these two things, he does not love you and does not see you in his future. Spending time with you and spending money on you. If you're his dream girl, guess what? He's taking you out. He's taking you out on the town. He's taking you to dinners. He's taking you to shows. He desires to be out in public with you. If the man loves you, he's got no problem buying you things. He's got no problem buying you flowers or candy or cookies or whatever it is that you love. But if he's never got any time, he's always busy, and he never buys you anything, there's no way you can tell me that man loves you. In the next video, I'm going to tell you what to do about it.
Ladies, if he truly loves you, you are never going to have to ask for effort. He's going to call you. He's going to text you. He's going to make plans. And he's going to make time to see you. Because a guy is never too busy for a girl that he truly fucking wants. It's that simple.
When a guy genuinely loves you, he's going to pull up for you. He's going to be straight up about his feelings. He wouldn't leave you in a state of confusion. He's not going to be feeding you mixed signals. Mixed signals is a no-no. Take mixed signals for a no, because if this man truly genuinely loved you, you wouldn't be confused about it. He wouldn't give you mixed signals. He's going to make his intentions clear and direct. He's going to be intentional about his actions, his words, his feelings. Everything is going to be intentional when it concerns a man that loves you. If a man isn't putting in energy, time, effort, and money on you and in the situation you guys have, be it a relationship, be it a talking stage or dating stage, he isn't into you like that. He's not that into you. And I know it's a hard pill to swallow, because a lot of us women, we make excuses for guys who don't really show us that they genuinely like us. We make excuses for these men, but because our ego doesn't want to accept the fact that this guy doesn't like us like that, we try to look for all kinds of excuses to cover up for his nasty behavior, to cover up for the horrible things they do to us, to cover up for the fact that he isn't consistent, he isn't intentional, he isn't treating you right. A man who loves you wouldn't ghost you for a couple of days to come back texting you, hey stranger. He wouldn't ghost you for a week or a month and come after to text you, oh, I was busy, I had a lot going on. A man who truly loves you is never too busy to reach out to you. When somebody genuinely loves you, they will create time for you, they will make effort for you. A day wouldn't go by without this guy reaching out, leaving you a text message, calling to check up on you. He will want to communicate with you. He will want to keep up with communication. He's going to be consistent with his communication. If he texts you and the communication isn't consistent, he's not that into you, sweetheart. A lot of girls have experienced this. You're in a dating stage with a guy or the talking stage, or let me say you guys start the relationship, and before you know it, you guys are already smashing, you guys are having sex, and every time you have sex with this dude, he leaves and he ghosts you. He ghosts you only to text you a week after or a month after, like nothing happened. This isn't a man who loves you. This is a man who is using you. This is a man who is playing you. He doesn't even respect you enough to keep up with communication after having access to your body. And you're there making excuses for why he couldn't communicate, for why he couldn't reach out to you. When he comes and tells you lies, oh, I was busy, I was sick, I had something going on, you believe him, you allow him back into your life, you give your body to him, you give him access to your body, and before you know it, he ghosts you again. And the circle continues. This isn't a man who loves you. A man who loves you will want to keep you. A man who loves you wouldn't go for days without communicating with you. A man who loves you will want to be involved in anything that concerns you. He will want to know everything you did throughout the day. He's going to call, check up on you. Babe, what did you do today? How was your day? What did you eat? How did you sleep? All of those questions he's going to keep asking because he's interested in you, he's into you, he wants to be involved in your life. Do you really think a man who is genuinely into you like that will go for a week without communicating, without keeping in touch, without checking up on you? Guys who love you will stalk you. Guys who love you will blow up your phone with phone calls and messages. Guys who want to be with you and want to keep you as a partner will do everything to be involved in your life in every aspect. So if he's not doing these things, it's because he doesn't love you like that. He's not into you like that. He's playing you. He's using you. A man who loves you is going to come and get you. You wouldn't have to second guess it. He's not going to feed you with mixed signals and confusion. You're not going to question it. If you have to question it, it's because he doesn't love you like that. If you have to sit for 1 minute and second guess this guy's feelings towards you and question yourself, oh, does he really love me? Does he really feel me like that? Then guess what, sis? He doesn't love you. And a lot of us, we don't want to admit this. You're dating a guy and you have a lot of problems. You need to pay your rent, you need to pay your car bill, your phone bill, or whatever problem you have. And this guy cannot solve this problem for you. You have an issue with your tuition and this guy cannot solve it for you. You have problems and you cannot even reach out to this man to help you. You can't call him when you have an emergency because you're doubting if he's going to pull up for you. Do you really think this man loves you? A man who loves you is going to pull up for you in times of emergency. He's going to be there during the good and the bad. Everything a man loves, he takes care of. If he isn't taking care of you, if he isn't spending money on you, if he isn't solving problems that you have, then he doesn't love you like that. If this guy is making excuses every time you bring up a problem for him, if he isn't making an effort, even just a tiny bit, to remove you from whatever problem or shock you find yourself in, this guy doesn't like you. He isn't into you like that. He is playing you. A man who genuinely loves a woman will want to fix things that concerns that woman. He will want to fix your problems. He finds pleasure doing it. He will want to elevate you in every aspect. He wants you to grow. He wants to promote you. There are a lot of guys who basically sponsor their women. They send these women to school. They start up businesses for these women. They buy these women houses, cars. They do things for these women because they want these women to grow. And if you have a man who is doing these things for you, appreciate him, because there are a lot of men who are not willing to do these things for women. Men who truly love you want to see you up there. They want to see you grow. They want to elevate your life in one aspect or the other. They want to make you a better woman. If this man isn't making you a better woman in any aspect, he doesn't love you. A man who loves you is going to come and get you. I don't care whatever you do, whether you block him, whether you ignore him, no matter how you treat him. When he truly loves you like that, he is going to fight for you. They take these women out on vacations. There are women who are getting flown out of the country to numerous countries by men who love these women. But there you are, settling for a guy who wouldn't even give you a title, settling for a guy who is still at the talking stage, putting you in a state of confusion and not willing to be intentional about his feelings or about the situation you guys have. There are a lot of men who will come and beg you even though you cheated on them just because they genuinely love you. Do you know that's the extent to which some men will go if they love you? I'm not in support of cheating in any way, but I'm going to tell you guys this quick story time. I had a friend of mine and he had this girl. He really loved her, and throughout their relationship, she kept cheating on him. But guess what? Every time she would cheat, this guy would come running, begging, crying, and pleading just so that she could stay with him. Even during the times where she disrespected him openly, she slept with his best friend. But guess what? He chose her over his best friend, and he was willing to forgive her for sleeping with his best friend and still stuck to that relationship. The reason I'm saying this is because I want you guys to know the extent to which some men will go just to keep a woman. There are men who will go against their families, go against their siblings, go against their friends, their homeboys, just because they love you so much and they want to keep you. There are men who everyone in the family will say, I don't want you to marry this girl, I don't want you to date this girl is a hoe. They are going to say all kinds of negative things about you, but these men will still stick with you because they genuinely love you. This is what I want you guys to understand. When a man truly loves you, he will fight for you, he will protect you, he will cover you, even in the midst of family, friends, society. Even if the whole world is against you, this guy will stand by you. So I don't care if you're in a relationship, in a talking stage or a dating stage, if this guy is making excuses, he doesn't love you like that. He's playing you. So besties, I hope this video clear all your doubts, all your confusion. If you're in a relationship with a guy and you're wondering if this guy truly likes you or not, and you're having a lot of doubts and confusion, I believe this video should clear all of that. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you learned so much from this video. Don't forget to drop your thoughts on the comment section, drop your experiences. I'm dying to see them, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you.